We should be online. We should be live and seeing what's going on in there. And let's see. Yes, we are live. Okay, it's all good. It's all working. The chat is here. So, hello everybody.
Hi everyone, welcome to our chat today. We decided to do things differently, so I'm opening up this discussion for now. For today, we decided to talk about the importance of divine timing, how to understand divine timing within your connections, and how to allow the divine timing to take a control and just not act against that, but just try to understand it and allow things to unfold without controlling their connection, because it's sometimes it leads to unnecessary pressures. So that's gonna be topic for today. Dio, you can start.
Yeah, I'm just telling everyone that hello everyone in the chat. You can ask some questions in the chat because I'm typing and I'm the video operator. We manage it here to do this long distance Bulgaria, Canada video feed and put in here for you guys. Talking about that the divine timing. Back in the days when the first time we got connected and the connection actually. Hey CC, thank you for coming in. Glad to see you here. Back in the days that the very first time we recognized the connection, we both like, it's not divine time. We gotta let it be. It's gotta go in there. We understood the things about divine is divine timing. You can't force things. Later on, when we met over at Miami, even though throughout the whole period we were chit chatting once in a while, who's travel, where's travel, what's travels, and just be friends in there. And we were friends actually. We were very friendly to each other on that, and I wasn't looking until we met to the Miami, because in Miami there was a like pull push. Dio's been playing this game, but all happens inside of Dio. Divine time. I didn't push for the connection. Boy, she didn't push for the connection either. But the pull, it happens naturally. And you will understand the things about divine timing is crucial, is important. Because if you force things, they're not gonna be good. You will understand this. I hope you understand through your journey in a personal level when you try to be in any relationship, when you push for it. Either you pushed yourself or you kind of like sacrifice yourself, however you want to call it. This. But you need to understand that when other things happen natural way, on their own time, it's gonna be the most beautiful moments you ever gonna have in your lives, guys. And this is why we're talking about this divine time. Even that right now, currently, she and I were far away from each other. We're actually valuing the divine time more, and we're respecting the divine energies between us. Tiffany H, hi. Thank you for coming to the chat. You guys, when you have some questions, you're gonna ask us. But personally, to me, I was respecting the divine time more than anything. I'm like, if something's gonna happen, I leave everything to the divine. I don't have to worry about anything. I don't have to push anything. I don't have to do anything. I'm just here, I'm present, and I'm trusting the divine. You need to understand, put your faith and trust in the divine. You are going to learn a lot about those two when it comes to surrender to the divine time. And when a divine time happens, it'll happen. And when it happens, they're going to give you an example how it happens. And then you're going to remember that example to the rest of your life. But that's going to become your guideline for the path down the road, for the real divine time for it. It's a similar like within the twin flames, but if you learn the twin flames, Now you actually practice it. So for me, it was basically really practice what you preach. Okay? But you need to understand that the other side was also practiced the same way I did. So she's going to explain you more about it. So I'm giving the mic to Paulina.
Yeah, for me, the way I understand it, it's you can recognize whenever things are happening in this divine time, you will see that you don't have to push for things and things come naturally to you. Like those situations or people or your life in general, it goes smoothly. Like you don't feel like you have to push to get to some point. For example, like your life is in order and feels like it's flowing, you know, so you don't try to control it. And I think that's how you can just navigate through your journey. Like if you feel that you're flowing with your life, you don't have to really try to control, try to change all the situation that it's around you. I think you're on a good path. So I think by the divine timing, just how to define it better, it's for me it's just allowing things to unfold in the right time until trying to control them. So for example, like on based on the example of 3D relationship, that would be you're meeting someone and then you have this amazing connection, but you're just having your life in one side of the planet and another person is the same way. Like they built their life in another part of the planet. And then you could feel that if things would need to manifest right now, there will be very, very like strong disruption in both cases. So it would lose this sense of peace within your environment, and the partner would have the same issue. That would require too strong of change, and so much things would need to be adjusted, you know, for that to happen. So for me, for example, that's one of the things that indicate, okay, it takes a little bit of patience so that universe can help you to manifest the proper way to develop this connection so things go smoothly. Because that's the more and more I'm starting to see it. If you go according to your soul path, maybe at the beginning you're going through some rough times, you know, at the start of the awakening, things have to really change because you're really sometimes you're very, very distracted from your original plan and original path. But along the journey, when things are getting better and you start recognizing these universal energies, your goal should be just follow the smooth path. Don't try to go another direction, because the moment you're starting recognizing the universe, you're getting better in recognizing also what's your path. So just stick to it and don't feel like you have to really push against anything. It's just here the lesson is the patience, I think. So, you know, whenever things are just going, maybe sometimes slowly, but the right direction, just act according to that. And this divine timing is just allowing and being patient enough for things to manifest instead of you try to create those opportunities. Just see what's coming to you and how it's slowly kind of going to the right direction, and you will start feeling right moments for some things to happen. So maybe not getting right away in 3D connection moving together, but oh, what we can do instead. So we can still use this time and use this connection, but not try to be the ones in control.
Very good points in there, because a lot of the people are wondering when is the divine time will come. There is some questions there from Cici, but talking about this perspective, a lot of the people still have this old programming. It's like, okay, you guys are together, you guys are like this. Why you guys are not in a physical? What is that it? You need to understand that the way that the divine timing works, okay, it's putting you together in the right moment, the right time, or the right place, where you have not only the right mindset, we're talking about everything is right. So that way the union, it is strong, stable, healthy. Currently the way it is we have a very strong foundation, and we both really see within ourselves when at this divine timing we are looking at it. Are we pushing it for it? Do we push for it? Are we going to be respecting it? Are we going to be go ahead and getting at this divine time and allowing the divine to set it up the pace? And we feel when it's not in the right time, when we trying to make programs, when we trying to get things going, and you feel from within you something is not correct. Divine is correcting you on the path. And if you're following the path and you trust your feelings, you're not listening your mind, you listen the energies, and you listen to everything that you have within you, you will sense that you are not in the right path for this divine union. And then you allowing the things for the divine union to develop from within. But who has to develop to that divine time is you. As Paulina said, is a lot of patience. A lot of patience, because divine wants to build something with you and with your partner. And that's what they put you together in the connections. And this is why the both partners actually, guess what? They surrender to the divine right there. When a divine gave them an example, it says like here, I'm going to put you together. I'm going to give you what I have for you. I'm going to send you into this tranquility, blessing, bliss inside of it, with an internal peace within the both of your soul. I will show you how this feels like. I will show you how this works. I will teach you how this everything is. I'm going to teach you, but then you have to do it. The difference is to understand the do part. Because doing the do part and waiting for the divine time, you might have to face everything under the sun that you have not faced yet. But personally, to me, I'm rocking it. I'm proud of myself. Not like me putting it myself, but Paulina knows how much inner work I did on my side. But at the same time, I know how much inner work she did in her about this divine timing. And is it crucial for some of the people to really getting into this? Because in some of the situations out there, people talk about like, meditation, how to skip divine timing. You have to do this, this, and this so you can skip divine timing. You can't skip divine timing. You actually forcing the connections. If you're skipping the divine, it won't be a divine union. There is this path of divine union that you cannot mess it up. Okay, if you mess that up, guess what? You're gonna go back in there. You're gonna find out, But the thing it is the way we are getting at that energy is giving it to you guys is trust from within you. Develop this patience inside of it. Okay? And you have to let it go of some of the stuff from before. You have to let go of the old and allow the new to come in. Allow that new energies to walk within you, because they are walking with you. I'll give it back to Paulina.
Yeah, maybe we can answer the question from CC.
Okay. Oh, that's for me. Oh, but Dio, do you still believe that to find love will happen in lifetime or whatever? It's okay with it if it didn't. You need to. Good questions, actually, CC. What is it about love, though? What kind of love do you seek? People seeking different love. People can seek
I think it was
physical.
more like, what was your state like before, things started happening between us? Like, were you looking for, or were you fine with your just being on your own, without the partner until the end of your life, just putting off any expectations to find someone? I think that was the question.
Well, we were okay, both of us. If you were gonna find somebody, if you're gonna love somebody, or we are gonna be on ourselves as love in there. And at that moment, I was not looking for a partner. She wasn't looking for a partner. But we were okay either way, if you ask me about this. But when I look at your question in there, it is to find love, would it happen in this lifetime? You don't have to worry. If you're worried that you have to happen in this lifetime, guess what? You already preset yourself like energy block. You set a time frame, lifetime. You need to remove all prejudgments, all requirements. Let me specify about requirements. Okay? She has to be like this, she has to be like that, she must be like this, she must be this, and so on. No, you got all wrong. She has to be sent from divine. He has to be sent from the divine. Because everything, even right now, we're going to tell you with Paulina that we're not building the connections like everything else was. We're building the connections from here going down. We're bringing that energy down below. We're not getting this energy like everyone has been done it before. And we had to study why is that happen. Well, we'll figure things out down the road. We're going to explain it to you guys. But talking about the love is coming when you're not looking. It's kind of like a surprise. Divine is like, oh, you finally give up your way. You finally gave up your requirements. You finally gave up your ways. Oh, you finally said to be my way. Oh, was about time. That's what you're going to hear from the divine when you do this. But the question is until you do it. The hardest part is to do it. But if you look at a divine time, it is first personally, you surrender to the divine, and then the divine brings you a partner and says like, here, that's what I have for you in this lifetime. If you that would be the answer of this question in there. But Paulina can share more about this. We didn't look for our partners. She can explain it to you.
Yeah, honestly, I think we've already talked a few times about that. It's just, and I think it happens that the whole spiritual journey is different parts of your life will start looking similar. Like as long as you're pushing for something or you're really, really struggling to find something or someone, or to reach to some certain moment, I think that's just how the universe works. Like you just cannot focus on something that you don't have, because the universe will be bringing you the experience of not having it. So it's just like, I don't know, some people call it a law of attraction, but it's all about the mindset. So I think that explains why love comes to you when you don't expect, because you already feel this love. Like you feel love for yourself. So obviously, if all you feel is love and this deep, true love to yourself, it starts to go outside, but also you're putting this love outside, so it will be going back to you. So I think that's whatever you're standing out there and whatever you're giving to yourself, you're just getting more and more of this. So obviously the universe will be attracting, or you will be attracting the right person who can even add to this love that you have already for yourself.
Yeah, there is a little technical background cracking noise from Paulina. Yes, it is.
I need to change my headset then. Let me try.
Yeah, go ahead, give it a try, see what.
But I'm not sure about if that's not gonna be too loud then. Let me see.
I will make an adjustments if you have to. Let's see if that's gonna work for right now.
Okay.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna be entertaining you up here. Hey, Maura, thank you for coming in. It's so interesting that during the divine time, there is something miracle is gonna be changing from within you, and
Can I test?
yeah. Oh my God, yeah, you're allowed. All right, no, that's okay. I'll make the adjustments. Don't worry about it. Go ahead. You can talk now.
Okay. So people just, if they can, you guys can let us know if you can hear us well. or Gio can make some adjustments. Sorry for the technical issues. I need to buy me a proper headphones if we're gonna be serious about those chats.
No, that's actually, it's much better and you look cute.
Okay. Okay. Let's continue then.
Yeah, talking about this divine time is going to change your mindset. You're going to understand this proper way of doing the divine timing with you. I used to be hush, rush, pushed. I used to be like, okay, let's go making plans or how we're going to do it, what we're going to do it, the way it's going to be. This is your old programming. But when the divine shows you the divine way and the divine path for divine union, in there, something else is going to happen inside of you. You're going to catch yourself allowing the divine to work in you, and you're going to remove your agendas completely. Because first, you surrender your agenda to the divine, and now the divine is testing you. Do you really surrender your agenda? Or that was just thought? And when you do it, you're going to hear the one thing: you passed the test. We'll talk about that quite a few in there. Cici said that it's much better, Paulina. So,
I'm happy then. It worked.
all right. Tiffany, ego that, yet ego that. Exactly. So you were explaining Paulina. Go back into Paulina. She was talking about before this headphones situations. Talking about the divine timing was in your side, about your side of the story, about understanding the divine time from within you, what it was, and
And
especially,
that's the lesson.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the lesson that, especially for this twin flame part. So we are gonna be operating with definitions like twin flames or twin flame graduates. We want to really implement this. Just introduce the meaning of this graduation from the twin flame journey, and also we'll be talking like divine partners. So just people get more ideas about how to define those things, but especially like imagining the twin flame separation stage, how people are calling, that's a big lesson for everyone, just to learn about this meaning of divine timing and just allowing things to happen, because it's sometimes it's very tricky because your mind will want to have a specific date. And I realized that I had the same idea, like somehow like months back I was clinging to some specific date that I was having in mind for the like the next potential meeting or something like that. Like I remember that, my mind was sticking to this agenda that, oh, maybe that will come back, in the future, that it will be solved out until this specific date. But in reality, it was everything was coming down to the letting go of anything at any time, any point of your life. And it's just, you just have to start training your mind even like that. It's just, you're not the one in control as much as you can. And the separation happens even though both people are kind of trying to keep the connections together, but at some point it's like it's falling from your hands, like there's nothing to for you to solve it. And I think that just proves that divine timing all just, it's always the right time for things to happen. At the same time, there is a right time for things to dissolve and to, end for some time. Just allow those things, because some things you can recognize when things are starting to fall apart. It happens when things are not going smooth. Like there is really, people are trying to grasp into that and they try to protect it no matter what, and like kind of sustain instead of just letting it go. And because it's, if you start observing your relationships or anything that it happens in your life right now, when things are starting to fall apart, they just, it was no good for you. It's not like, normally the things that are right, they feel right, and they will come to you for a certain amount of time. And there's like a little bit of a lesson that has to be learned, how long we should keep those things in our lives, and when should we be okay, this served its purpose, it had its time and space in my life, and let's now move on. Instead of trying to, fight with universe and fight with this plan that it's kind of drawn for you, you should just go with that instead of trying to fix it, adjust it the way you think it should go.
Yeah, it's very good the people to get it that the divine timing it begins even in the ignition that stays there. It says like I'm igniting you, I'm giving you all this, but you have to walk within the journey. Talking about the twin flames journey in there, because most of the people that's what they are, specifically in the separation process. You need to understand the divine is separate you so you can be both healthy. You can work on yourself to be healthy, to illuminate yourself, and you to let go of your agendas. Why? Why you're not in the beginning with your twin flame and union? How many of your agendas was in you about this connection? How much of their agenda was about this connection? You need to understand it's not your agenda or their agenda, it's the divine agenda that puts you together. And that's what screws up a lot of the twin flame dynamics in there. That's what a lot of the people don't get to the stage, what's called twin flame graduate. You are graduating on the twin flame journey when you remove all the agendas. And there's only one agenda stays there, is the divine. When a divine comes in, let me tell you, the divine does its work at its finest. It will give you energy that you are gonna be wondering, did you ever knew what twin flame is? And you're gonna be asking yourself, and I'm dreaming, maybe I should pinch myself, or is that the truth? Did I finally here? Did I finally got into this? Did I really illuminate you myself? Did I really this connection is the way it is? Because when you graduate, the things that you are going to be purging out of your system, out of your beliefs, wrong learnings, and everything, and so on, whatever you did, like tarot expectations. We're going to talking about manipulation for manifestations. You want to manifest your twin flame union. You did some candle magic or whatever magic and so on. You know, all that stuff is going to be going away. You're going to be purging them out. But when that divine timing comes in, you're going to know about it. So is your partner going to know about it. And 10, let me tell you, that divine energy is there, that it's put all this together. There is nothing more beautiful that you can experience. And I'm telling you, so you can put yourself on that state because we are sharing the experiences. I'm not telling you because like, well, look at us, we got all this and so on. I'm telling you for one reason, that you can do it too. If you look at it from within yourself and there, that's the reason me and Paulina comes out in here doing this, because we know how beautiful is when you graduate, when are you getting in there. We didn't know what was the twin flame graduate. I never watched the Mel's videos until Paulina and we were given those videos from the universe. We were getting all these energies. We didn't know. We looked at our journey and then we went out to study. What the heck is with our journey? That's how you learn. It's the same thing. You get ignited in the twin flame and then you go out somewhere, you go out and learning to study the twin flame. Okay. With you, do you speak of when you say union? Union with who?
That's a
Cece,
good question.
talking about those are the union with all of us. Talking about me, Paulina, and the divine. Divine find a way to put us together in the most amazing way.
But what
Uh,
happened before? Just remember what happened before it put us together.
yes. Go ahead, say it. I like you to say it
Yeah,
because
because
I talk too much.
the union, there, for now I see two unions. First, we are meant to work on our personal union. And the way I see it, you just need to develop your divine feminine and divine masculine energies in the stable state. So you have to keep it in the balance. You have to feel it's not like you're divine feminine and feel like, oh, now I have to find my divine masculine, or he is there, we're separated, but we'll be going back together. So I will need to keep my being my divine feminine. You have to develop those two sides of you. So just to be caring and soft and emotional, that will be your feminine characteristics. But also you need to take actions. You're taking actions towards your life. You're building your focus. You just have to feel that you've developed those two parts with you. And once you start getting them back, you will start feeling more connections to the universe, like to the energies within you. And that's the union that we mean talking about. First you have to be with this kind of divine union within yourself, and then once you are this unified being, we can say, you will start attracting. That's probably the moment that people will start hearing, okay, you're done, you're ready, you're graduated, you passed the test. And then after that, the way I see it, you're getting attracted to another individual that is in the very, very similar state and this kind of vibrational match. And it's able to continue with you on this journey. But first, giving you this opportunity to be two people in union, their personal union, but just to create even something bigger, because it's gonna be, again, like all the peaceful connection, but with the divine energies or the third energies combined together. So I think it's just those are like the stages of union. Like in the end, we all want to just create one peaceful, I don't want to say entity, but kind of like just to create something together here.
Yeah, what we evolving after this union, we're gonna be cracking up that more and more is an evolve in there, and uh, I think that Cici, that Paulina actually answered these questions. I give her two thumbs up. I
There's also another,
yeah,
maybe more clarification needed on
I'm
this twin
confused, or
flame
am it
concept.
just me? But you both are not twin flames, so how are you in union? Oh boy, Cici. What is the confusion within you right now? And there, are you gonna learn the part of the twin flame graduate? And we talk about this that you do not know who is your twin flame. You don't till you don't get to this energies of the divine stage of the connections with the person. And this is why a lot of the confusions, you and I talk about this before, CC, a long time and quite a few videos, even in talking about in the live sessions. People continue asking and determining who is your twin flame. Your twin flame, first of all, is you, towards your own self, with the divine who comes in there. And then the divine brings you the twin flame. They bring it to the front door, according to some of the descriptions in there with people who's been in union. But when we're talking about these connections with she and I we have, this is a more, we don't even know how to explain. We call ourselves, if you have to use the terms, divine partners. But that cannot have terms, because the terms that we used in there with determining things, we still have to look at it. We are souls. Doesn't matter what the connection is. People wants to have terminology. We personally don't like the terminology anymore as a things that do we, but we using it this so we can understand it on the normal level. To me, we should not use any labels anymore. We should talk about the way that things are. It's a soul connections, and that soul connections is within this stage of learning. It's in this journey of learning. the journey of karmic relationship, the journey of a soulmate relationship, the journey of a twin flame relationship, the journey of a whatever. But talking about this is the connections itself. The connections itself is so beautiful and peaceful that is more amazing than, as I said, I wish everyone graduates this and gets to that level. But we're here to help some of the people out who are ready to get them there. People who are not ready, where they struggle, to help them there. Because guess what? We've been there. We've both been there. And when we got connected so deeply, both with her, we recognized what we need to do. You want to know what is your divine missions? You want to know? Divine will tell you. You're going to be doing it there. Talking about this, even we're going to be doing the workshop in Spain. So that's the one of the things that we done it in there.
Can
So,
I add something more to clarify
sure, darling.
the way I see
Yes.
it? So for these twin flames, I think you can call the twin flame any partner or any connection that comes to your life with which you will be, or with who you will be going through those twin flame stages. So that's why some people say that you can have multiple twin flames, and some people don't like it, but that's how I personally start to see those things. It's just you're having one connection, you're getting started with this bubble of phase, and then emotions come into play, you're going to running chaser. And some people will decide, okay, that's too much, like I'm done, like this person doesn't serve me, this journey, it's too much, I don't want to be in separation, just keep holding on to this separation and sadness, and let me try to move on with my life, trust to build something on my own, this person is not coming back. And then you're coming to the peace state within this connection. You said, okay, accept it, this person ran away, I'm fine, I'm moving with my life. And then you're attracting someone else, also on a soul level. Normally, the way I see it, it's even deeper connections. Once you recognize one connection, make a peace with it, the way it is, even if it's dissolved and just ended, you're making a peace. So you're making a space for the new connections to come. So you will be connected intensely with some other connection, because you will be in need for to learn some dynamics or to heal some of the patterns. And again, you will recognize, I'm entering the twin flame stages again. Oh, here is another bubble of phase. There is like running, chasing, but there will be bigger, if you've done your work, and you, of course, like you will be raising vibrations anytime it happens, you will be able to see that in more aware state. So that it won't be as intense as it was before. So running, chasing, this emotional turmoil, it will be very, very different. It will be less, because you will be in more stable state. So I would say we are I think we are going through those twin flame journeys within our spiritual journeys. We can have it multiple times, as many times as we have to,
Until you graduate.
until you graduate. So meaning, until you learn the lesson and you feel okay, it's not about finding another person, it's about united union. It's like union, me with myself. And that's when you are able to grasp your this idea and just put it, just to manifest that and just create this union within yourself, you're getting a chance to get to the next stage, because the universe has more for you. Honestly, it's not the twin flame and twin flame union, how people understand it. This is not the end goal of the whole journey. There is way more beyond that. But you need to trust the universe and trust to understand that this is just one part of the journey, but just be motivated to really just continue with the journey and see there's way, way more for you out there.
Yeah, what I added to this, I was talking about the Aquarius way. You need to understand that the Aquarius way, the way it is that you do your things on your own. You become this example for the collective. But that is also apply within your relationships. You gotta be independent within yourself. But when we are going to be really not only learning, but we are going to be practice the interdependence. I'm doing what I need to do the way I do it, and what we're doing it together, we're doing it together the way we do it. You're gonna learn to respect your partner's personal boundaries in there. They are who they are. It's the way they are respecting you. It's the way who you are. That's the full acceptance. That way there is no internal wars within the partners. But when you do the things together, you're doing the things together because there is no internal fights individually within the person. So there is no internal fights within the partnership, within the union. You will understand this energies of the age of Aquarius that comes in. That comes in for that purpose. Because this purpose is about that. Not anymore to have this, well, I liked him at the beginning. I will tell him that I'm like this, and when you get into the relationship, it's like, well, I'm not like that. Or all of a sudden, well, I changed my mind. Or, you know what, I don't like this for you. I don't like that for you. I'm gonna be silent to you. You know what? I mean, it's not working, and so on and so on. People are not evolved on that. But when right now, the way that humanity is, the age of Aquarius is and it's something new. You need to grow up, and this is a something that me and Paulina understand. We worked that out these situations, and it's so good. If you have anything else to add, Paulina, I'm gonna look at it to what's cooking in the chat. Diamond B, hi. Thank you for you and Divino here. CC, fully agree, by the way. I'm not having names or terms, but it's connections. Exactly, CC. I feel after a certain growth, after and out of the twin flame, there is something more greater than a T. Oh, yes. Um, we did not know that. We watched Mel's video, and I think it's one of his last videos. You know, Mel, rest in peace. God bless your soul. I think it's one of his last video when he says what it's about after the twin flame connections. He was saying about. He actually was given a guidelines, and we saw it in there. He's like, this twin flame is gonna be evolving, and hopefully it's gonna be evolving in there. And it's so interesting when you get to these levels. When you get to these energies, you may feel like our energies sometimes are higher, you know, that comes in. Sometimes it's even, you know, for us to understand it, this. If you don't understand what I'm trying to tell you right now with an energy, I'm sorry. I want to apologize about it because sometimes I have that things in there. But we're trying to get these high energies into you guys. So it's human language is it's hard to do that. I mean, sometimes I'm like, you know, let's stir something up. Okay, well, people, what they did? They get the pot, they put the water, and they say, okay, this is the soul. Let's put a little bit of soul salt in there. Let's put some little bit of twin flames flavor. Let divine put it in there. Let's mix it up, see what happens. But actually, if you look at it, the divine is giving you everything, and everything happens in the divine time. Come back into this in there, and I see that we are used to use the terms, but I don't know. We have to currently the state where we have to use some kind of labeling. We don't know what the labeling is, but since Mel did this label called Twin Flame Graduate, it is what it is. We graduated from there. We don't even want to go back into the twin flame dynamics as well. But we already learned it. We practice it right now to do it. You know, overcome things one by one, but that's how it goes. Tiffany Edge, the best way is to become a better you. Man, Paulina, I want to take that one. It's better you. I want to say something about it. That I see her progress, and she did a lot of better you herself in there. And there was a time where we talked, and she's explained how beautiful it feels when you finally get to know yourself. And I told her at that time, I remember we were talking, is like, I wonder, did I am going to like my real me after all this, my better me. You know, you build your better self, but there's gonna be a time when you're gonna be complete. Are you gonna love yourself in there? And you're gonna find out that the more you do through this journey, the more you're gonna be really loving yourself. So yeah. Oh, CC. There is a new you after your twin flame. Exactly. Exactly. CC. Very good antennas. I love them.
Oh yeah, and I think also I want to add, like that's what I also realized, that when you're able to overcome those like uncomfortable moments within the connection, that you try to control it, although you should just say goodbye for now, let's move on. You're getting more understanding because the universe sees that, oh, you are learning, you're actually doing your work, so let me help you to go even more deep. So anytime we are moving ahead with our connections, we are getting a lot of benefits for ourselves because we are getting stronger. Of course, like every connection learn teaches us something, and then we are regaining new parts of ourselves that we developed within this like connection. So I think that's very true. You're getting new parts of yourself anytime you're going through the journey, so it's a constant growth.
Yeah.
um,
Sissy wants me to find that link about that video that I was talking about in there, so that's what I'm doing.
okay.
Until I
Yeah.
get there, you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm happy that I clarified those things. It's pretty tricky, and we still are. mm, it, trying to put those things into words is not very straightforward, but I can imagine that it helps people to understand where they are in their journey. And if you say about separation stage, they know what does it mean, and what are you supposed to do when you're in a separation stage. Okay, so the link is there.
Yeah, there you go. Actually, if you look at it, the video there, it's is there is a future for relationship beyond the twin flame experience. That's what the video was about. I think that is his last video that he did, or at least one of his last videos in there. So there you go, CC. You have it. Right. Is anyone has any other questions here? It'll be nice if you guys can. The more you need to understand, the more you guys asking some questions, the better it gets because we can pull more information out of it in that. But to go back into that topic in there, divine timing from within you is a divine timing from within you. As a personal, as a Paulina said, but then is the divine time for it. This unifications with another is gonna be given it there. And there is a one video we are gonna be actually planning to talk about it is don't push away your blessings. You will understand at some point what the divine is giving it to you. A gift from the divine. A lot of the people are pushing their blessings simply because their agenda is still within them. Their agenda is still within what they want, while you don't see what the divine wants for you. So you're gonna understand things. You're gonna learn things. You're gonna be getting into these situations to these levels, and I hope that's my hope for you. That's what we do in these videos here. So
One last comment about this divine timing, since that was the topic. It's basically during your journey you have two choices. You can try to push, of course, like we all have free will. You can try to push the connections forward, the universe will be sending you signs like, hey, this patience, just, you know, let us do the work. You are just supposed to receive from us. So you can either learn this patience and see really how the things unfold and what kind of situations are starting to come up. Because normally, if one thing doesn't happen, it means that you are supposed to do something different at the same time. It's like that's how I see it. If I'm supposed to be in this specific location for now, that probably means that I there are still some things I have to either learn on my own here, or maybe try to create something on my own here. So instead of seeing that as an obstacle, it's like, oh, why the energies are not cooperating with us? I'm seeing, okay, there is a reason for that. It's just, let's not judge this situation. It's just, let's try the positive, find the positive side and what we can do to collaborate with those energies right now. So I think that's, again, like you always have a choices. Like, do you want to fight with that, or do you want to just say, okay, it is what it is? And then what I can do about that one right now, because I don't want to push on my journey. Like, I really don't feel that we are supposed to always be in this kind of pressured state that we feel like we have to push through or go against of something, and there are always obstacles. The way I see it is the universe wants to make this journey as smooth for us as possible and give us as much development on the journey as possible. Sometimes it means saying bye temporarily or maybe forever to one connection. Sometimes it means to stay in one place until the time is right. So it's just learning. But in general, the way I see it is just, if things go smooth, just follow that and don't try to control it. It's just try to um,
Flow.
enhance this skill of recognizing this flow. Yeah.
One more thing I want to finish it with this in there. Personally, to me, it's like right now the connection's the way it is. In there, we are on two different. This apparently is going to help with the people who are in a long distance relationship. In there, learn it, not to push it. When you learn it not to push it, you're going to be working within yourself, because that energy there is of you not to be stressed, you not to be, and allowing things to happen, the divine time from within you, is going to bring eternal peace inside of you. It's going to bring eternal peace inside of your partner, but in as a whole is the connection. You're going to understand this development, as Paulina said. Let me tell you, the development through the separations, through the physical separation, let me put that in a proper way, through that physical, because there is no physical union, is incredible. But you have to stay strong within yourself, not to cross and not to fight the divine. Because divine will know when you're really connecting together the dots. When you bring this energy from here, from the spirit, from the soul, it goes awakening your heart, and it's awakening your whole body, and then you're ready. And then the universe knows what to do. I said that even in the astrology reports. I said this in so many videos, guys. The universe always, always knows when to adjust. It's a organized chaos, but it's a organized and it's a chaos. But it knows how to liquid look. Anybody? That's what the universe is. When all of a sudden everything falls in it in a one beautiful moment of time, space, energy, and so on. And that's all we have for you. I see that nobody else has some questions in there. So, guys, we're happy that you guys came in here. We're going to be trying to be once a week, either here or we actually have the other channel on the here on the YouTube that is going to be strictly we're talking about, like, I don't want to say strictly, but most about the we're going to be talking about there about the Aquarius ways, and it's gonna be making transition from here to there to there to here. Just guys, be patient, but we love that you guys watching us in there. We love you guys. Want to give you as much love we can give you and the help that you guys need, and we appreciate you watching us.
Thank you for joining us, and see you next time then. Thanks for the questions.
All right, guys, let me give you some love, and let's end this sessions with sending some love is needed. There we go. Thank you for the stars, Cece. I appreciate it. All right, guys. Be loved.